I am at a new national park this morning, the Capitol Reef National Park. I'm outside the visitor center right now. The national park goes north-south for 100 miles, and it follows what they call a water fold. So apparently 50 to 250 million years worth of geological time, this basically straight line north-south, the plates lifted this area, lifted the entire Colorado basin, anywhere from 3,000 to 7,000 feet. But in this particular area, instead of breaking, the mountains breaking off, they folded and created a shelf. And that's what this national park is based on. Really interesting. Yesterday I was at Great Basin National Park, and basically, you know, the Great Basin is all of Nevada, from the Sierra Nevadas all the way through to about here. And I really didn't know what the dividing line was, and I'm not sure what the dividing line is to be certain, but this makes a lot of sense that this would be the dividing line between the watershed to the west of us remaining where it is and the watershed to the east, which gets you into Canyonlands and Arches, the Moab area. All that water, of course, goes into the Green River and the Colorado River that makes its way down. South of here, you got Lake Mead. That water goes all the way down Gulf of California, Baja California area, and the Colorado River again. So this Great Basin area, well, you know, what kind of creates that eastern border? Man, this is as good a guess as I have. So I'm on one of the nature walks, and I like this because we're next to the river. I just love river action, but there's deer right up ahead. Hopefully I got the deer on camera. I'm finally out hiking. This is what I like. Whew. Very interesting how these rocks change colors. So I mentioned this folded instead of breaking when the plates went underneath. But this looks like it's all broken, of course. And that's what 50 million years of erosion will give you. But it's still pretty much a natural boundary. And the thing we always have to remember is, you know, we look at our climate today and you know, the rains and things like that, and yes, they cause erosion, but the things that carve out these types of valleys are from glacier melts, ice age melts, where the volume of water is 10 to 50 times what we're looking at here or more. So when you start thinking about the river being, you know, completely filling this whole valley and flowing, well, that's going to do some carving. All right, the parking lot, it's a big parking lot, filled. Surprisingly, this park gets a lot more visitors than I thought it would. A lot more than Great Basin, and Great Basin I think is a neater park. If I'm going to do around here, I highly recommend Canyonland and Arches to the east, and then head on down to Zion. This is an interesting kind of middle park. But despite the parking lot being filled, this was a trail that, short one where everybody goes, and then a longer one where I'm going. You want to get away from the people, take the longer one. Because everyone's going to go for the shorter. Nobody knows what they're going to see. It's all kind of the same thing, right? You know, that's a bridge, a natural bridge, and this is going to be some other rock formation that I'm going to get to. Well, I'm glad there's no rain in the forecast. I can see this being a slip sliding away scenario in a flash flood. Oh, okay, well, they don't want you going up the riverbed. Really cool. Yeah, I haven't done Zion yet. And that's where, you know, you get a lot of these close to the water. Of course, there's a trail that is in water. You go up the stream. Well, I'm going to leave you with this view, just because it's kind of neat. Capitol Reef National Park. I gotta believe that the Capitol Reef concept came from the fact that, you know, 100 million or 200 million years ago, this was ocean. This area has undergone an extreme geological change. It's been ocean, it's been shoreline, it's been a desert, it's a desert again, it's been, you know, tropical. It's had everything. And, you know, maybe they're calling it a reef for that matter. Didn't really explain it in the movie. So I'll leave you with this. Thanks for tuning in.